Good morning, children. Welcome back to Maths Track 1 session. In the last class, we discussed about bar graph, right? And as I told you that I am going to send exercise 14.2 remaining sums. Okay. So today I am sending you the remaining sums, means except 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 we finished. Okay. So remaining 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what are the sums left over in exercise 14.2? Just I am sending you the key ones. Check. Okay. So please check that. And coming to now exercise 14.3. That also what we did. Can you tell me what we did? We finished 14.3, which is related to bar graph. Okay. Now the first one and second question we completed, and even I have sent the graph also to you, children. Now coming to the third question, okay, that is also bar graph. So only bar graph related sums. That means today I am telling you only 3 and 5 sums. So 3 and 5th sum, third sum and 5th sum only we left with this. That is only syllabus. So remaining nothing. That means exercise, the last exercise what is there, it is not there for you. Okay, children. So in the syllabus up to third sum and 5th sum. Okay. What I have taught, that means the different types of graphs, only those graphs we can practice it. And you know, mostly we have what? MCQs, multiple choice questions. So I think graph, we will give the graph, basing on that graph we may ask the questions. Okay, but just to prepare only this type of model graphs only. Okay, so they'll give graph and they'll ask some several questions basing on the graph. Like that the graph sums will be there. Okay, now let us discuss the third sum now. Given below are the seats won by different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly elections. Okay, so they have given the table there, political party A, B, C, D, E, F, and seats won. It means number of seats won by party A 75, party B 55, party C 37, and party D 29, E 10, and F 37. And in that there are two sub questions are there, children. That is, draw a bar graph to represent the polling results. And the second question is, which political party won the maximum number of seats? Okay. So what to do means, as I told you, just I'll explain here just how to draw the graph, and I'll send you the key. That means the answer graph I am going to send. Just go through it and draw the graph also. Okay, see here. First draw x-axis and y-axis. Here, if you see clearly, party A, B, C, D, E, F, and the seats won as 75, 55, 37, 29, 10, 57. So we can take the scale on y-axis. 1 centimeter equals to, you can take it as 10 units on y-axis. Okay, that means here it is y-axis. That means 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Which is the highest? You check it, children. In that 75 is the highest. That means we can go up to 80 also. Okay. Okay. You can check the highest number there. 75, 55, 37, 29, 10, 37. So highest is 75. So you can take up to 80. Okay. So now party A, that means 75. So here 70 and 5 will be here. That means 75. So you can draw the graph by using ruler. That means using scale and ruler means scale. Using scale and pencil. Okay. Next 55. So here 50. Here will be here 50. Here 5. So 55. So like that you are going to get the graph. And next one is 37. Okay, so 37 will be just 30 here, 35, 36, 37, just below 3 lines, means 40 below. Okay, so like this we can draw the remaining, like 29, that is just one line below 30. 29. Next 10 is given, so 10 means exactly 10 we can draw, and 37 means again the same, these two will be same. Okay, and you can write here A, B, C, D, E, F. Children, if you want to show your graph more neat, we can color each box, that means each rectangular box with different colors. Okay, so this is how to draw the bar graph. Now, that is the first question over. Now coming to the second question, which political party won the maximum number of seats? If you clearly observe, party A won maximum number of seats, that is 75. So the second solution is like that. Now coming to the fifth question, the following table gives the lifetimes of 400 neon lamps. So he has given the class intervals 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, 800 to 900, 900 to 900 to 1000. And the questions asked, represent the given information with the help of histogram. Histograph or histogram, both meanings are same. So histogram, okay. So what is the difference between bar graph and histogram means? Just now we have drawn here bar graph, okay. Just now we have drawn bar graph. Now coming to histogram means, here if you see the gaps between the rectangles. For bar graph you can see the what? Gap between the rectangles. Whereas histogram, there will be no graph, there will be no gap, there will be no gap between the rectangles. Okay, just I'll show you, just clearly observe it and draw in your graph book. Okay, so by this one more sum is there, children. Listen very carefully. Okay children, so the fifth question and the last question to wind up our syllabus also. So the following table gives the lifetimes of 400 neon lamps. He has given the class intervals, that is 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, 800 to 900, 900 to 1000. And he have given the number of lamps also. So represent the given information with the help of an histogram. And how many lamps have lifetime of more than 700 hours? So first we'll go with the first question, that is histogram. Okay, so in the graph, children, you have to write the question clearly. Okay, and coming to the graph, how to draw, listen very carefully here. Here now we have to take even the scale for x-axis and as well as for y-axis. Okay, so you have to draw very neat with scale and pencil. Okay, so here if you clearly observe 300 to 400, so we cannot start directly with 300, so 100, 200, okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. Okay, now scale, that means on x-axis 1 centimeter equals to 100 units. That means this is the x-axis. Now coming to the x-axis, that is number of lamps, which is the highest there. 74 is the highest. That means you can take multiples of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now the first question is 300 to 400. That means Here 300 to 400 means here. So we have to check only here. So 300 to 400. So 300 to 400 how many? 14. So where 14 will be? Here 10 above, just 4 lines above of the 10. So here it will be. So keep here dot and dot, then join these two lines and these two lines very carefully. Okay, just I showed in the graph, once go through that. Next 56. Now it's not like before bar graph, it is histogram. So we can join the rectangles. The second one is 400 to 500. 400 to 500, that is 56. Where 56 will be? Here it will be. So on this line only we have to draw 56. Okay, and join here. See here, no gap between the rectangles. Next, coming to 60, that means 500 to 600 is 60 children here. So 60 is exactly here. Okay. Next, 786. That means we have to draw one more, that is 90. So 86 means up to here. Just roughly I am drawing here. Okay. Next, 74. So roughly here. Next, 800 to 900 is 62. Next, 900 to 1000 is 48. Okay. So like this we have to draw, and right here heading histogram. Okay. Because there is lot of difference between histogram and bar graph. Bar graph means we can see the gap between the rectangles, whereas histogram we cannot see any gap between the rectangles. So that is only the difference between bar graph and histogram. Okay. So children, by this we finished our syllabus. So we are completed in time. Okay. Now today onwards, that means you have to practice all the textbook, means textbook reading is must. So each and every chapter, that means which I have covered, that means syllabus, what is there in the syllabus. Syllabus today we are going to post by afternoon. Okay. So go through the syllabus very clearly. Go through the syllabus very clearly and start reading the MCQs, and mostly the whichever the MCQs we are sending daily. So go through that. Okay. If you practice more, so we can save the time by seeing the question, at least you can answer very easily. Okay. So that's what I am telling you, to practice more. Don't think that sir 1 mark sum, 2 mark sums will come from textbook. Don't ask such type of questions from textbook or from outside. That means same basic model. That means whatever the models we will explain, the same concept will be coming. Either it is 1 mark or 2 marks, you don't bother about that. It is a MCQ question. That means you have to solve somewhere. Means no need to write each and every step. So in rough we have to solve somewhere and we have to bubble the answer. Okay. So in that way you have to do. And yesterday one of the girl asked that, sir, today it's 80 marks paper or 40 marks paper. It is a 40 marks paper, children, and the remaining 10 marks I am going to take like a Google Meet, like general questions I'll ask simply for 10 members like that, or I'll ask you to come to the online and I'll ask some questions. So this is called like activity. So activity based, that means instead of giving you activity, because already you are busy with the EduPlus activities, so instead of that we are going to conduct like a quiz or whatever it may be. So for the 10 marks we are planning something different, so don't worry about that, but mostly try to get 40 marks. Okay. So 40 plus 10, 50. So total 50 marks paper for you. 50 marks paper in the sense 40 marks paper, that is all MCQs, and 50 marks it depends how you are giving the answers to us. Okay. Like like general questions, like a quiz, whatever it may be, what we are going to conduct. Okay, that will intimate again. So for that again, sir, how it will be, when it is going to be, and don't ask that such type of messages. Okay, don't post such type of messages. Okay, children. So tomorrow onwards, you just keep on doing revision only. Okay, have a nice day.